Hogwarts Legacy is set to be one of the most anticipated games of 2022, even though we're still crossing our fingers that we get a release date pretty soon. It is definitely a game you need to put on your radar if it's not on your radar already. This is set to be a very massive RPG with an open world feel to it and a lot of collectibles to collect and a lot of mysterious places to explore. Today we're going to be talking about everything we know so far about Hogwarts Legacy and everything you need to know to stay up to date to Hogwarts Legacy's release date and all the good stuff that's coming within the game. So let's go ahead and jump into it real quick. The release date for Hogwarts Legacy, currently right now, we don't know the exact date. The only information we currently know as of right now is that Hogwarts Legacy is set to be released on holiday 2022. Now with that being said, we're looking at something like an October, November, December release date. Me personally, I feel like we are going to be getting either a late October release date or a early December release date. I highly doubt that it's going to be releasing throughout November due to the fact that we have God of War Ragnarok coming out. And since this is technically a game that's going to be being pushed heavily by PlayStation, I don't see them putting it in November to compete to God of War. So it's either going to be October and they're going to go with the whole Halloween vibe, or it's going to be December, early December, just to give it enough time to have enough publicity for when the game comes out. But I want to know from you guys, out of those 3 months, which one do you guys think will be the date? Now, as to when the release date will be announced, I'm expecting the release date to be announced very soon, either the end of the month or mid-August. So one of the biggest questions you may have is, what exactly is Hogwarts Legacy about and what can we expect to play it, right? So Hogwarts Legacy is set to be an open-world, single-player action role-playing game that's going to be set up in the 1800s of the wizarding world we all know and love. As a new student of Hogwarts, you're going to be entering into your 5th year late, and you have the unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. Now, thanks to the original story being told within the game, you'll be able to embark on dangerous journeys to uncover not only hidden truth of the wizard world, but also your ties to ancient magic are going to put you on a collision course with a goblin rebellion led by Ranrock, aided by his alliance with the dark wizard Victor Rockwood, who both seem to be very presentable, formidable threats to the entire wizard world. In order for you to discover all the mysterious things hidden in the ancient magic and stop Ragnarok Rebellion, you're going to need to find friends and mentors to guide you along the way. And this is where Professor Elisar Fig enters, because he is an investigator who's been investigating the rumors about the Goblin Rebellion, and he's actually earned himself some uneasy skepticism from the Ministry of Magic. Now, with that being said, guys, the game is going to feature a lot of really cool stuff, like exploring the castle grounds, surrounding towns around the castle, solving magic puzzles, which I'm really excited for, and of course, dueling with enemies. And there is basically something for everyone. You're going to be able to play some of the favorite games from the movies and the books. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, you're definitely going to love the game. Now, speaking of loving the game, one thing that has me really excited and something that I really wasn't expecting too much, that it was going to have this level of detail, was the character customization. As you could pretty much expect, it is an RPG game, and being an RPG open world game, the character customization has an extensive amount of options. You're going to be able to decide whether you want to be a wizard, whether you want to be a witch, and the level of detail on this character customization is extremely top notch. Like I said, I wasn't expecting them to go full on detail with the character customization, but you will be able to customize your character any way you want. Not only will you be allowed to customize your character the way you want based on female and male, but you will also be able to choose what house you want to assign yourself with. With that being said, another thing that makes your character more unique and more special is the ability to unlock a skill tree. Yes, guys, there is a skill tree here with abilities that you will be able to upgrade as your character levels up, and not only upgrade the abilities, but unlock other hidden magical powers that you're going to be able to do by completing tasks in the game, which will award you XP, allowing you to not only upgrade your abilities, but also upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase the power. Focusing on a specific talent will let you play the way you want to pick. As you see right here, guys, there is an extensive amount of talents to be obtained, and each talents are going to be scaling depending on which talent you decide to pick. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a classic RPG or open world if there wasn't loot to actually be able to obtain and loot to craft and upgrade. You're going to be able to get loot, you're going to be able to craft this loot, and you're going to be able to upgrade your gear to maximize your skills and customize the experience you want. As you guys see here on the image, we get traits, we get upgrades, we get appearance. So we get multiple options to go from. As you may see right here in the image, you're going to be able to upgrade your, which has me really excited because now the question I have is there going to be any sort of loot rarity? So are we going to have green, purples, blues? Currently right now, I don't know the answer to that. If you do know the answer, let me know in the comment section below. But I think it would be a very good option to have a loot rarity so that way we have stuff to hunt for and look for within these dungeons. Now, of course, one important thing, Hogwarts Legacy and you going to Hogwarts wouldn't be a thing unless you are a student. And being a student implicates that, yes, you will need to attend classes. Now, there are some classes that you'll be able to begin studying and attend to, such as charms, defense against the dark arts, herbology, and potions, just to name a couple of the classes you will be able to attend whenever you go into Hogwarts. Speaking of Hogwarts, guys, you're going to be able to explore Hogwarts to its complete full reign because this is a open world game. You'll be able to roam the grounds either as your favorite character or as your custom character, and this will allow you guys to not only discover hidden dungeons, but also complete really crazy puzzles that I can't wait to explore. Now, speaking about exploring, guys, there is an extensive world outside of the castle as well, which does not limit you to the castle grounds, because you'll be able to explore iconic locations such as Hogsmeade and even be able to seek out hamlets dotted, which you will be able to explore around the world. Now remember, there will be seasonal changes as you progress through the game in the school year, so exploring these areas might just become a little bit easier at a certain time than other times when the weather will not permit it. Now, one cool thing about actually visiting these particular areas is that you will be able to find different vendors that will provide you with different stuff that you'll be able to purchase to level up your gear, to get more health, to get more potions, to study more arts. And places like Hogwarts will provide you that great place where you'll be able to obtain and buy resources to make you even a more powerful enemy. But be careful, because getting there will put you in contact with some enemies that you gotta be prepared and ready to fight with. Now, speaking of actually getting to this area, there are multiple ways you're gonna be able to traverse throughout the game. Number one, you'll be able to kind of destroy your way around and walk like always. But one of the coolest ways, guys, is of course riding a broom, because this is gonna give you the advantage to learn to ride a broom and explore the area of the game within the broom. So this gives us a very extensive idea of how massive and how big the world is in Hogwarts Legacy, and a lot of exploration and a lot of different hidden areas will be found within the games. Now, speaking of visiting these areas and talking about these areas being dangerous, you're going to want to make sure that you understand one of the most fundamental and most important things in the game, and that is the combat and spells. Combat plays a huge part of the game mechanics and appears to be the most detailed and the stuff that they actually put a lot of emphasis in to when creating the game. They want to make sure that you really feel like a wizard when you're fighting and combating. They want to make sure that you're able to understand and are familiar with some of the spells that you guys already are familiar with, which I have a separate video where I cover the new spells and some of the spells that you might have missed on this video that's going to be popping up right here on the channel. Now, mastering these spells and these combat skills are going to be crucial for you to be able to learn how to fight and take down your opponents super easy and super fast. So you guys are definitely going to want to make sure you master the shield charm as well as the evade mechanics to avoid taking damage and keeping your friends and your enemies at their toes. Now, speaking of enemies, guys, you're probably wondering, Laser, what type of enemies do we have? Of course, there's going to be fantastic beasts all around the world. You're going to be fighting witches, you're going to be fighting wizards, and not only that, but you'll also be fighting, of course, beasts and creatures lurking around the world for you not only to interact with, but some of them which are going to be corrupted with magic that are going to be making your life a living hell to be able to take them out. Now, speaking of taking them out, there is one thing that I want to talk about and something that you might not know, and I kind of wanted to throw it in here. That is the Room of Requirements. What exactly is the Room of Requirements? The Room of Requirements is a very amazing room because it will always be able to sense what you need and is available in the game. It acts as a base camp for you and your character to be able to go to this room and customize your gear, your character, brew potions, and even store beasts you've managed to capture within the game. So this is going to be kind of like your central hub where everything is managed and obtained and modified for your character. Now, one interesting thing that a lot of people didn't know that the game includes, and I wanted to include it here on Everything You Know, that there is an option that in Vivarium, you can customize the world you want to, which is going to allow you to build cottages, customizing the land, and interacting with the beast within the area. That is something that not a lot of people know that Hogwarts has available for you guys to do. So building your own world will be pretty awesome when it comes to the game, because not everybody's going to have the same building. And what's the point of building your own world if you are just going to be there alone? No, guys, you won't be alone, because you will be able to, given the chance, to have a companion. You'll be able to pair yourself with some very unique companions that will aid you throughout the journey. The companions will likely unlock new opportunities and skills when they are in your party. Now, speaking of companions, guys, I have a separate video going over each companion that you could expect within the game, and kind of breaking down the idea of what these companions might benefit you when you actually decide to pair up with one of them. So make sure you guys check out that video when it goes live. Now, just to answer one question that a lot of people have been asking, and that is, the game is a live service game. Currently, right now, we don't have that information. But the information we do have is that there hasn't been no confirmation of any DLC coming to the game, or any stuff that's going to be added to the game after its purchase. I think they're probably going to be waiting to see how successful the game is, and then go ahead and move forward of applying DLC or converting the game into a live service game. Now, the great thing about the game is that there are currently, right now, we know of, no microtransactions will be included. So everything that you're able to obtain within the game, you won't need to pay any money or any currency. Everything is obtainable within the game. I am extremely excited for Hogwarts Legacy. I can't wait to actually dive into the Harry Potter world and explore each area of the world. And not only that, but be able to play with some of these amazing magic spells. Now, speaking of spells, if you want to know what those spells are, definitely check out this video that's going to be popping up right now on the screen, talking about the brand new spells and the brand new dark magic that's going to be available in the game. I hope you guys are enjoying our coverage here of Hogwarts Legacy. If you are, do me a huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you guys won't miss our amazing coverage of Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.